In today's Positively Cincinnati, a sweet reminder that sometimes it takes a village to raise a child.
Come on!
She is too young to know it, but 3-year-old Brooklyn Ballein has won 2 of life's most important lotteries. She landed with parents who are absolutely crazy about her.
As soon as we laid our eyes on Brooklyn and we knew her, we would have moved mountains for her.
And she was born near a place that can help her. It's called Ohio Valley Voices, or OVV.
Ohio Valley Voices teaches children who are deaf and hard of hearing how to listen and talk.
What's that? It's a car.
We saw the magic at work that will make it possible for Brooklyn to participate in the world at the highest level. You can see the blinking lights in her headband that allow her to hear.
So in the most basic sense, Brooklyn had a cochlear implant, and then she wears these devices. They funnel sound to the brain, and she comes here to OVV to learn how to interpret those sounds, right?
It has been a labor of love on so many levels. Hospital visits for the hearing issues helped Brooklyn jump the first hurdles. Now teachers guide the little girl, all because mom and dad get her to OVV, driving 45 minutes each way to give the gift of sound.
Bah, good talking.
And it is just that, especially when you consider Brooklyn might not have had access to any of this. Her biological parents had social problems that likely would have meant a silent world for the child. But she ended up in the foster care system, and when she was just 5 days old, that system found Megan and Ben Ballein and asked,
"Would you like to take her?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure."
They later learned the baby they were fostering was deaf in one ear and quickly losing hearing in the other.
Whether she was staying with us or going back with her birth parents, I wanted her to be equipped to fulfill her potential.
So they put her on her path with a little understanding of what it's like. Ben was born with a right-hand deformity.
I just moved on with it.
That forward momentum makes all the difference. It is exactly what he and Megan set out to give Brooklyn without knowing for sure whether she'd become theirs.
Can't imagine Brooklyn's life without her parents.
She doesn't have to. These are pictures of Brooklyn's adoption.
Every single time I put the cochlear implants on every morning, I always make sure I tell her I love her.
And that she hears you.
Yeah, and then that she hears me.
And what does she say back?
She has her little smirk on her face and she says, "I love you."
Oh, I just love meeting that family. And getting back to that it takes a village idea, Ohio Valley Voices tries to help its families with financial challenges. One of the ways they raise scholarship money is coming up, actually, a September 19th fashion show at the Manor House in Mason. The show features the designs of DAP students, and Brooklyn will be walking the runway. Tickets are still available. Just go to ohiovalleyvoices.org.